Float. Float. What? Float. Float.
Float.
Hey,
Shit, man.
what's
They
going
finally
on?
started. What to do, man?
I'm like, man, I'm just working. I don't know if I told you, and this may be an issue for us because I've got Vegas. I got the World Licensing Expo that I do every year in Vegas next week. So I think I'm going to be back by Thursday, but I'm not sure. It might be Thursday, might be late Thursday. So I'll hit you back. But
Oh,
if not, if
oh
I'm stuck
shit.
in Vegas, then hell, that could be a nice little,
I mean,
remote
yeah.
broadcast. That'd be
Shit,
awesome.
when are you leaving, bro?
Monday.
Oh shit. That's when I was thinking about coming down and trying to reserve all the hotels and everything.
What about Sunday? Come
I
Sunday.
will figure it out. I think it's supposed to be raining anyway, so we wouldn't be able to get all our work done anyway. So maybe after Vegas. Shit. Elena, yo, Anthony, Mr. Carr, what it do? Ooh, Dustin Lane, yeah,
He's in Lane, the legend.
dude. I think he has. Every time I see him, he's slightly more camera than he is man. At this point, like I'm pretty sure he's just gonna, dude. Like his legs gonna turn into tripods. Like his whole head's just gonna be a lens.
He's definitely got the equipment and takes care of it. But yeah, he's done such a good job for us at the float for the past few years. So yeah, we've got
Miss
so many.
Lane, what it do?
Yeah, there's Cupcake. The whole family apparently is on there. I see Bryce, Anthony. Yeah, look at that. I will be representing Cody. Oh no, Jelly Bean.
Dude, no, hey, cool.
You won't emulate Cody for shit's sake. Good Lord.
More Elena. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Anyway, hey, we should talk about we had a great time last weekend. Wes had his big album drop. That was so much fun. You had a big party at your house and trashed it. As you knew we would. You knew he was going to come in and just tear the shit out of it. And we did.
Dude, the worst part that happened was fucking wrist pissed on the floor after everyone left. We got a little swilly, filmed a music video doing it though.
Yeah. When's that going to drop? Because that looked like it was turning out awesome.
Soon. It looks like soon. Drew's been putting in a lot of work on it, and yeah, there he goes. Yes, it was a fistful of wrist. Shit.
Had his own label of vodka.
A wrist
preserve. Damn. No, that was so fun. It was packed.
Shit. Well, I mean, so the original thought was to, we've always launched with, a venue on all of our album releases, besides No Future, right? We did that. We did No Future Fest for that. But, yeah, man, we just could not find a venue. I've been trying to book a venue since February in our hometown. Dude, like if it was a Wednesday or a Tuesday or something, we wouldn't have had a problem. But yeah, we couldn't find shit. We rented out a couple campgrounds. They ended up falling through like last minute and everything. So it was, fuck it, dude. Just whoever wants to show up, we're gonna throw a party at my house, man.
None of them showed up. Like when I got there, that entire section that you had set aside for parking, it was packed, and you said, "Well, it's about half." We're expecting about twice as many as this, and I'm like, holy shit, there's nowhere to even park. So
yeah. Well, thankfully it wasn't quite as crowded as I thought it was going to be, but we had a pretty solid turnout. So yeah, man, there was a little bit to pick up, but the Ninjas are usually pretty good about picking up after themselves, so it wasn't too bad.
Well, good. I'm hoping that he thought it was a big hit, and because I listened to the album and. Of course, he was like, Tom, listen to this album. If you listen to it, listen to it. So, I was definitely listening to it on as soon as I got home. And yeah, I thought it was awesome. I thought he killed it on that. So yeah, if you get a chance to pick it up, No Drip is the new album from Risk. So check it.
And if you get the actual hard copy, there's extra tracks on there that you're not gonna find online and shit. So hatchmountainrecords.com if you want to grab some of that freshness or have it shipped to you, or you can catch us at a show, holler at us. You know, we always got them on us. But if you never see us in person, hatchmountainrecords.com, you can find that funky freshness flavor there. Or just, yeah, hatchetmountain.com. Not Hatchet Mountain Records, hatchetmountain.com.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, there it is.
Poor Madison. She's on there. Yeah. Too bad her car got fucked up. She couldn't make it to the party, but they were trying. God bless them. They were trying to get to that party as hard as they could. And it just didn't work out. But we had a good time for you, Madison. So feel better about that.
Shit. Yeah, man. So we got Wil E Haze coming on here in a little bit. He's doing the responsible dad thing right now. So, you know, being a good dad at the moment. So, you know, you guys gotta put up with us for a couple more minutes before we bring the guest of honor out here.
Yeah, I think we can entertain for a few minutes before Willie comes on here. But you know, he has been. I think he came to the second float, so this is probably his fifth float that he's come to.
No, he was at the third. He was at the third. So I think this is 4 years running, man.
Nice. Yeah, he loves it. He always kayaks and yeah, has a great time. And he always comes on the float with us, even though he performs.
I'm pretty sure we got a picture of him in a canoe. Or was that a kayak? Drew.
There's no way.
Yes. Haze, show us that hazy picture.
I don't think so. I could have swore it was
that. Slow.
He did take a raft 1 year, though. I remember he took a raft with some people.
Yeah. Yeah, in the back of the canoe.
That is the canoe.
Dude, look how hazy this picture is too. That's Ivy Haze and Wil E Haze, man. Yeah, dude. Dude, Dustin Lane, if you're still watching, I don't know, your editing's off here. This is the haziest picture I've ever seen from you, man. I don't know, dude. No, it's a pretty good one.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we had two of our performers right there that's floating the river with us when we go down. So that's awesome. Avi will be Too Sweet will be performing this year, so we're excited about that. And along with Willie will be up there, I'm sure. So yeah, that's awesome. Oh shit, you know what we were talking about? It was getting late at the party and we were drinking, and then we were talking about it, and you were pitching it to me. And I don't know how drunk we were, but you was talking about something along the lines of what was it? You wanted to have a party out of my house or a concert. You wanted to do some venue out of it.
I don't know. I don't know if you want to tell the whole world yet, man. But yeah, you know, like do like, you know, maybe a night at Woods or something. Know? Yeah, a night in the wood or something, you know. But yeah, so out at Tom's house, he's got this big ass like wood. What'd you call it? You called it a shed, but that thing's like a barn, man. Like
it's a big metal barn. But yeah,
we could probably build a stage in there. We could probably build a stage in there, and you guys can kick cow patties around, and you know, we throw a badass little fucking ranch bash out there.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
The Cow Ranch Rave. That's right. Cow Wood Ranch Rave. Whatever, man.
Yeah, Cow Ranch Rave. I think it's great name. Yeah. But yeah, the entire barnyard's what, 2 acres, and then we've got that huge barn there we could probably park out in the field and then just use the barnyard, which is manicured and you know really nice as the venue. So that'd be awesome. Just stay out of my pool and my house. Other than that, it'd be awesome. But yeah, we should talk about that. That'd be fun.
All right, Anthony Mathenia. Dude, you keep saying that we've got all this danger, man. I seen it last year. Are you up to date on your tetanus shot? Are you good? Are you okay?
Mm.
I mean, like you don't have to float. Like dude, like we're juggalos. It's okay, dude. Like we can get a little bloody. I don't know. We about to go down the river though. I'm pretty sure Memorial Day weekend, you were planning on going down the river, right? There, Tom?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll be going down.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
always
So we're gonna do a little scouting mission. Depending on the weather, I might be getting out a little sooner than that on the river and just kind of
okay.
scout it out, see what's up.
Yeah. Well, people were talking about, the flood might have washed metal into the river or something like that. Chances are it washed everything out of the river. This is probably the cleanest that river's been flushed in 100 years.
Well,
So,
no, I know. I did see some shit in the river there, man. From that bridge that went down. But
oh yeah,
yeah, there were some hunks of metal in there, but I mean, we'd be all right. Shit. And I mean, we're
I
still
ain't worried.
talking. This is the month out still too. So any major obstructions in the river, I know the Corps of Engineers was still working around there quite a bit, man. So any major obstructions, I'm sure they're actually
Yeah.
working on taking care of that because I mean, honestly, the river's probably the biggest thing that brings people into that area.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Huge,
Like, if
huge
it
tourist
wasn't for
attraction.
the river, man, there's not much else going on bringing tourism into the area there. So, I'm sure we'll get that cleaned up pretty quick.
Yeah, it won't take long. And but
And if not, then we will impale a juggalo on the first steel beam we see sticking out as a sacrifice to the river gods for a
yes,
safe journey for the rest of us back to the campground, man. So, somebody will draw the short stick. We'll do them like Vlad the Impaler on it, and
it's true.
just float on, dude.
Yeah, as a warning to other people floating the river at the time, keep your
Yeah.
distance. So no, but that should be fun. Usually back in the old days, we used to like throw 50 cents in the river. We'd offer 2 coins for safe passage to the river gods. And this is when I was a kid. So this is the whole homage to the river gods is not just something we made up for the float. That's something that I've been doing since I've been floating this river when I was a kid in school. And we always called it, our coins in the river for safe passage was the homage to the river gods. So yeah, it's a real thing. So sacrificing somebody may not be, too far fetched. We'll have to see. We'll see who's a huge pain in the ass on Thursday night, and we might have to pick a sacrifice or two.
Let's see. The float is like Juggalo summer camp with Tom Wood as camp counselor.
Mm,
You're not
that's fair.
wrong. You're not wrong. Megan Nicole poop. I don't understand the question, but yes, yes, poop.
I think she
Uh,
asked if she can swim in my pool, and she probably seen me doing this, and then she said poop. So
Aiden Lacosin, why didn't you guys book Unhappy? Um,
who?
Maybe I'm an idiot, man. I don't know, dude. Who's unhappy, dog? I don't know, man. But did he put in a submission? If he did, then I don't know. It might have been a roll of the die or something. Dude, we get over four. So this year alone, we got about 400 submissions. Right
Good
there was 400 juggalos and non-juggalos that tried to put in for the event. So it's hard picking who gets to go up and shit, man. That's why we always wait until last minute trying to figure this shit out too, dude. It's just, there's so many to go through. There's a lot of talent out there.
That's true.
We try to showcase as much as possible every year, but we don't try to overdo it either. We're not trying to like overpack the lineup, right? Like, and we want everybody to have a fair shot. And there's always next year too, man. And like I've told everybody too. So any performers watching, like, why didn't how do I get booked? Whatever. You can always submit online, but a way to hedge your bets. It's not a guarantee, but a way to kind of cut in line. you can go to the float and tell us at the float you want to rock it, dude. Like a lot
It
of
goes
our lineup
through,
every year, huge portion of our lineup every year is people that showed up the year before said they want to rock, you know. So that's the quick way on. Dude,
oh look, Kellyanne McKenzie, she is volunteering to be our sacrifice. So she's got heart problems. It's probably not looking good for her anyway. So yeah.
no, we're good to go, bro. Yeah, dude. Yeah. So, somebody will take the tetanus for the team. We
There
can
you
keep
go.
flowing.
Yeah, then it's
Yeah.
safe. Smooth waters after that, even though the waters will be higher. Guaranteed. It has been raining every couple days here all spring. So chances are you're not going to bottom out at any point.
How,
During the flood.
how far can you float? Because I know there's a water bank fall.
How far can
Yeah, we go over the water bank fall.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
three
yeah.
of them, right?
You
Three,
jump them. Jump those
two or
things.
three. Yeah,
Three.
we go
There's
over
like
those things.
yeah, there's like 13 falls. But
Oh yeah, okay.
yeah, there's 13 falls. There's 13 falls we either have to traverse around or go right over during the course of the float. So
Then
and it's fun. So if you're in a raft, you don't have to worry about it. If you're in a canoe, they can be a little trickier. But if you are able to navigate them like a pro, just follow me, just watch me do it, and you're going to get past it. If you don't do it like me, then it could be, you're going to get wet, and that's usually the only thing that happens. You might lose a couple beers out of your cooler. Other than that, it's great.
And then she says, giving free ices to all the kids that are there this year. You're giving free ices? Yeah, I mean, cool, do your thing. I won't stop you, but
Who's giving free
those
ices? Who said
kids can
that?
pay. Those kids can pay if you ask me.
Yeah, Jelly Bean says we always follow Tom. Yes, they do. They are. That's the best armada of floaters that a guy could ask for. Just and also, I try to stay in front, and then I'll float back and I'll check on everybody and visit. But when I know there's a stop coming up, I'll race back to the front, and we'll try to lead everybody to a bank where we can like jump out, eat, smoke, visit, swim for 15, 20 minutes, and then we jump back on the river and keep going. So it's always so much fun. If you haven't gone before, you're gonna love it.
And I'm sorry there, Mr. Pagan. I have misgendered you. It is Angel, not Angela. My bad.
Angel. Yeah, Angel's been in touch with me for probably the last week, sort of finalizing his first trip to the float. And so many people have been contacting me because this is going to be their first time. So I think we're going to have a great
trip. You will, dude. It's a whole other vibe, man. Don't think of it as a festival. Juggalo summer camp all the way. We got activities and prizes and competitions and events all day long, dude.
Yeah. And the events
more like a Juggalo summer camp.
Absolutely. And it's much more like summer camp with all the events that we've got planned for Sunday and adding on the kickball thing. And then we've got, we've ramped up the whole Morton's List thing because my buddy Billy, who's an awesome leader to lead the whole Morton's List thing, he's got trophies for this that we helped hook him up that's specifically for the float. And it's going to be awesome. So if you're a Morton's Lister, this is going to be the float for you, more so than any time before this.
I don't even know what's going on with it, man. All my attention's been elsewhere. So
yeah, you're busy. Don't worry about it. We got it. We try to keep some of that other stuff you don't even find out about until you see it at the float sometimes. So
dude, hey, those are the best ones, man, where I didn't even have to worry about it. It just happened. Like, hey, great, dude, cool.
We got to keep you, healthy up into the float because as soon as the float shows up and you go into, battle mode, it's 3 days of Ogre just kicking at 5 days. Yeah, they're right. The setup for it, the whole load in and coordination, and then of course we got the events that you have to oversee while
over the last few years, man, every year, everybody's kind of getting more and more used to what we're doing. So I don't think there's a single event that I actually had to be really hands on with last year. I mean, there's still a lot for me to do. I was running all over the place, but outside of like risk set, man, some of the boys' sets, dude, there wasn't anything I had to really be directly there for. So the homies have been holding it down, and I mean, hell, last year fucking Jump Steady was running the Echo side, so I
Yeah.
didn't even have to worry about that, man. That was
Well,
nice
that's
and
one thing.
simple.
That's true. We've got plenty of, even if it's not jump steady, we've got so many people that come to the float that are
Adam, Megan,
awesome.
you got Ice
Yeah,
Giant always
Echo
holding it
side and
down,
Quest.
like all
So
the staff, man, everybody on staff and shit. No, even Risk, man, he even holds it down for me. I don't like to admit it though. He's a dickhead. Yes, it's true. It makes me giggle.
mhm.
Uh, Especially the bigger and manlier they look, the more fun it is
That's
to
yeah.
mess with them. I can't help it, dude.
Oh, there's
Like,
Devilette. Oh, actually, Devilette is this is gonna. She's been talking to me too. She's gonna. This is her first float as well. So she's coming. I think she's coming from all the way from Colorado to float. So she's excited about her first time too. So it's a lot of
it's gonna
rookies,
be,
a lot of
she's
rookies
got
on
a
the river this year.
she's got a bunch of homies there. I know that for sure. So,
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
mm,
and that's true. And yeah, and I seen John Alger. He popped up a second ago. He's one of our vendors this year. He's going to have, and I think Merch Row is going to be bigger and better than it has been in the past. It's we've got some plans for that, so you'll have to see what happens. But we've got some cool vendors that's going to be bringing all kinds of awesome shit to the float for you guys to peruse in your off
yeah,
time.
Johnny's offensive decals and merch on Merch Row, and you can get a free sticker. Oh,
He's giving away
shoot.
free stickers. That's awesome.
I
Very
hope
cool.
that free sticker is the most disgusting, offensive thing I've ever seen in my life. I truly hope it is, man. If
All
it's
right, sorry,
not,
Deborah.
pure
Illinois,
disappointment.
not Colorado. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just had a little correction there.
Oh, more towards the STL. You live up by St. Louis and you ain't been to the float yet?
It's a
Like,
shame.
what are you doing,
Goddamn shame.
dude? Shit, dude. You're closer to the float than the gathering, dude.
But yeah, we've got yeah, so many people from St. Louis and Dallas and Colorado always come to the float, but we've had people that's come from all the way from Maine to the float and from California and Washington State. And yeah, if you're within 4 hours and you've not been to the float, then you're missing it. I mean, that should be a crime. People would kill, and they're not killed to be close enough to come to the float as easy as you can.
Murder.
Yes. So,
Anticipated and premeditated murder. I don't know if I'd kill anybody to come to the float. I'm pretty sure you don't have to kill anybody to come to the float. I mean,
I don't think we've got any laws on that. I
I'm
don't
just
think
saying,
it's
I'm pretty sure you can make it without murder. There's probably ways around that. I mean, if that is the easiest way to get there, then yeah, I'm not going to tell you to do it because that'd still be don't murder anybody to come to the float, okay?
yeah,
Shit,
Jackie's eight
disclaimer.
and a half hours. Yeah, Jackie Jenkins, she's been every year. In fact, she competes in the canoe and raft races almost every year. Hell of an echo side player. But yeah, she's 8.5 hours away. 8.5 hours to make it to the float. So we've always the people that make those long trips, it's a special place in my heart for those guys. And coming all the way out to the Ozarks and hang out in my backyard, literally or figuratively in my backyard, and doing the float with us and continuing to support me and Ogre and now Drew's is a big teammate too. This putting this together for us, but coming out and supporting us all, we really appreciate it. We can't thank you guys enough. Yeah, John,
Okay.
18 hours away. Holy shit. What do you
So
live in? Like Canada or something? God damn.
no, I think he lives up by Oregon or Washington. Really, it's only 18 hours though, man. Like I figured it was more than that, dude. It takes me like 38 hours to drive out to Mount Shasta from here, dude. Like, shit. Yeah, Elena, any updates on food vendors? So still right now, the only ones for sure locked in, 100%. We got the Shaggy Cow and the Chuck Wagon coming back. They're both bomb. Chuck Wagon was on point for breakfast. I don't know. He might have ran out by the time you made it there. I'm not sure. But so far right now, there's the only two for sure locked in. There is a third, but I told her what we wanted to, secure her spot for vending, and she stopped hitting us back. So I don't know what's up with that, but we'll see what's up. I know there is a couple other vendors that are biting at the bit to come vend the float. Like they've made us very aware that they want to vend it. So we might give them a shot, but it's not like, I mean, it doesn't so much fill a hole in our menu, right? I'm kind of trying to find one that's really going to cater a little more towards what we don't have, right?
Right.
More snack related, breakfast, veganish, something that kind of fills one of those holes there, like some funnel cakes and corn dogs or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah. We promise there'll definitely be a pretty good selection of food to get. And of course, lots of people bring their own food, and you can, I think there's barbecue pits there. Can we use those? Or is that prohibited on the float? Can we, what's the
Oh yeah,
policy?
okay. Now the barbecue pits that are left because
The
the
float
river took some, and I know that the grounds are talking about actually removing some of them. But
Okay.
yeah, you can absolutely cook food there. Like if you got a very small fire going to cook some food, we ain't gonna give you a hard time. Barbecue, grill out all you fucking want.
Right.
You know, just no like
Yeah.
we can't have any, yeah, we can't have any camp like real campfires down there where everyone's camping because wind kicks up, melts somebody's tent with them in it or something, or lights up our fucking main tent. Like that's a little an expense that we can't quite cover right now, right? Like we've lost money on this every year. We don't have a fucking safety fund,
Hey,
like so.
I do have a truck. I know somebody that has an espresso truck. Would we be interested in something like that? Because I just said somebody. Yeah,
Well,
my wife just said,
we
"Hey,
can talk.
oh my
We can
god!"
talk about that after the fact, but I mean, that does kind of sound up the alley of what we're
Yeah,
looking for here.
cup of coffee, espresso in the morning before we hit that river would be awesome. Instead of going in there and so yeah, I know somebody from literally 10 miles outside of Mammoth that has awesome
Well,
espresso.
let's circle back around to that one after the show
We'll
here.
talk.
Yeah, figure out the details of it and what all it take.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah.
But yeah,
Will there be ATMs? I'm not sure if there's an ATM at the
there may be one in
store.
the store. I think there may
I
be.
don't know if there is. I really don't know if there is actually. No, we will not be providing ATMs. I'm sorry. we're
Sorry, man.
we're just not that cool yet, but make sure you stock up on cash in town. Now, most of the spots down there will take a card. I would absolutely recommend keeping some cash on you. Just for whatever other random oddball expenses out there. Maybe the internet goes down. We can't make a fucking cash card sale. But no, we've been able to keep card sales active down there the last couple of years. It's been a
Right.
little bit of an undertaking. Much love to Scotty D for all he helps out with that, man.
Hey, and I'm thinking
Yeah,
since the
man.
flood and they've replaced a lot of that stuff, I think they're probably going to upgrade a lot of the wireless and stuff. So let's hope that our connectivity is
Yeah.
even better than it's
So,
been in
I
the past.
mean, dude, last time I went down there, man, I didn't drop a call anywhere on the property.
Right.
Right. Like I didn't have like 4 bars and all that shit, but yeah, there was pretty good signal all around down there, man. I was surfing the webs, making calls, getting texts all day. I didn't have an issue, man. So we should be fine. Anthony Mathenia, is there going to be wrestling? Yes. Oh wait, what? Where did that one come
Cover
from?
this.
Can we rent a raft? We get there, or do we got to purchase through the website? Okay, so it's actually gonna. So if you rent a raft there, they want a deposit. They take a deposit, right? And I think it's like $150
Mm-hmm.
or some shit.
It's
Now, if
$100.
you rent,
Pretty
yeah,
sure it's
it might have gone up, or it's more on a raft than it is on a canoe. It's $100 for a canoe. I know that.
might be.
That's just a deposit, right? So
Mhm.
if you rent through us, you rent through us on the website. Not only do we cover the deposit on that, right? So I mean, it really isn't any more expensive to through us, right? So the bonus of renting it through the site is we cover your deposit, right? You don't have to pay the deposit. We cover that, right? Then, so all you got to do when you get back to the campground, you just pull up, drop the canoe, you're good to go, right?
Right.
You walk off, right? Second bonus is everybody who rents through the website is the actual float, right? So you're going to take off with all of us. If you don't rent it through the website, you go to the store to rent it, you're on their schedule. You're not on ours, right? So, oh, what?
I was pointing at you like, listen to him
Oh
because it's so much
yeah,
easier
yeah.
than bringing your own
So
shit.
if you run it through us, it's going to streamline
Yes.
everything,
Thank
and
you
you're
so much.
guaranteeing that you're on our buses on our schedule, right? Because we go, it's Juggalo buses that go up. It's not
Right.
their
Just
regular
we don't
customers.
have to sit with the riffraff, the normies or anything like that. We got our own bus. It's just us, and we have a good time and whoop it up all the way up to Dam 3 where we set in on our own private island. We don't have to get in with we don't have to rub elbows with anybody else. It's just us. So it's awesome.
Yeah. Now, if you want to float any other time that we're not floating, so say you show up a day early, you want to go float, or you want to float Sunday, and say fuck all the daytime events or whatever. Yeah, go hit up the campground, dude, and go for it. There is ninjas that do that every year too, or they want to float the river, but they couldn't wake up in time or something for the rest of the crew. They'll stick
Right.
around next day and go float, dude. That's absolutely cool. That's on you. It's on you in the campground.
There you go.
Mm, yeah. Oh yeah. So cash. The main reason you're going to need cash, you don't need folding money, which it helps too. And okay. So some spots too, you're going to get a little discount if you bring cash, right? Some merch tables and vendors and stuff. You bring cash, you're going to get a little bit of a discount because they got to pay more for that card to swipe than just a cash transaction, right? Second thing with cash is bring quarters, like Miss Ute here says. Yunt. I
Elena,
don't know.
you gotta call her Jelly. She's gonna get
But
mad.
yeah,
That's
you
Jelly
want
Bean,
you want
of course.
you want quarters. You want
Right.
quarters, right? Bring a roll of quarters with you because the showers take quarters, right? That is the only catch with the showers. We do have showers on site, but you got to stick a quarter in it for it to do its thing, right? Which you get a decent amount of time out of it. It's not like a car wash where you put in $4 and you got 5 minutes in there, like it runs for a decent amount of time, like you got $1, you got a solid solid shower. You've had time to scrub down, shave your
In
butthole,
hot water.
get
Yeah.
everything
And a
ready.
clean shower. It's awesome. All right. Yeah. Good job, guys. This is definitely the place to start looking for teammates that you want to throw in and get your raft, put your teams together. So when you land at the float, you know who's going to be, going together. Because what we do is when we put you on the bus, we put you in your groups and you all go on at the same time. So when you get off, you get off at the same time and you're able to walk down to your raft, jump in it, and try to keep up with me. And then what we do is we'll sit there around the whole launch area. Sometimes, like last year or the year before last, we had 3 or 4 buses in a row that just kept piling in. So we didn't want to run off without anybody. We will wait for you. We will wait for you to take the second or the third bus, whatever it takes, to join us in our huge Juggalo Armada, and before we start heading down the river. So it's a lot of fun. All right. So anyway,
yeah, Oz, you can, if you want to like swim across the river with a fucking volleyball and just survive out there until the float next year, and we can come find you like a big castaway thing, dude. We'll make an event out of it, dude. We'll like send you off over there with like a sharp stick, and a loincloth and your volleyball, bro. And you can just, yeah, dude, the 1 year float challenge, bro. We'll come back, we'll find you all grizzled and fucking eating squirrels raw and shit,
But yeah, if you're going to live on the other side of the river until next year, I would say watch out. There's goats over there, and they are not friendly goats. So watch out for those. But they could keep you company, when you get lonely. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the problem is they're too friendly. They're unfriendly, friendly goats, dude.
Good times. So,
shit.
But yeah, I mean, and the best way to do it is, of course, the vets know. They've been there for years. They know the whole routine. Like I said, we've got so many rookies coming this year.
Oh.
And it's gonna be a whole new experience for them. They're gonna get to see this river for the first time, and it's just so much fun.
We're going places. Oh, well, I got bored of waiting for Wil E Haze, so I'm gonna go like smoke a cigarette.
Smoke a cigarette. Do we want to bring on a surprise guest?
Oh man, I know the second we do,
that's
when Willie's
going to come on with me and Ogre, or if Ogre's smoking, just me.
Oh, well, I was gonna smoke with y'all.
Okay, well,
yeah, we're just taking a step outside here. Yeah. Oh shit. Will we have a mist tint? I'm not sure. So the mist tint will definitely depend on the expected weather for the event.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if we come up, oh yeah, hey, guess what? You're talking about bringing somebody on. I was like, nah, as soon as we do, guess who's gonna show up? Well, guess who just showed up, Tom?
Look at that. Willie. Look at him.
No, Wil E Haze.
You son of a bitch, you.
Hi guys.
Hey, Willie.
Yeah, you were trying to bang without Fago gang, dude.
I know. Sorry, I had internet problems trying to get on earlier. I should have been on like 30 minutes ago.
Oh, that's cool. 21 minutes ago, actually, but that's fine. Now,
you good, bro. You good.
Yeah, because we were educating a lot of the newbies and a lot of the rookies that's coming to the float this year for the first time. But we are so glad to have you on here. Willie has been an avid fan and supporter of the float for years, and one of my favorite guys to visit while we're floating because he is a huge kayaker and canoeer. So he's one of the guys that I really don't have to worry about on the float.
I worry about him.
I worry about him off the float more than anything else.
So how you doing there, Mr. Haze?
I'm good. I'm outside of gymnastics right now. It's dad time.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. I actually told everybody you were off being a good dad, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry. I should have been here earlier. Yeah. But no, I'm doing good. How are y'all doing? I'm excited for the float. We're getting close here. I'm not used to the float this early in the year.
It's going to be so much better. I think it's going to be so much. The river's going to be higher. It's going to be faster. I think a lot of people, by the time we get past Dead Man's Curve, don't let that name scare you guys, because it's not that bad. But once we get past Dead Man's Curve, there's kind of a lull.
Yeah, I think some people
this year we're going to have a lot
some people
just whip you on down to mini islands. It's going to be great.
I think sometimes when people think the float, they think we're going over like the Grand Rapids or something like that.
Yeah, no, it's more.
There are some spills though. I've definitely lost a couple items out there.
Well, I've seen you've taken a kayak, you've taken a raft, and you've taken a canoe. What was your favorite to take?
I think favorites for different reasons. The kayak's the funnest because I could zip around and zip up to different people and do what I want at my own time. But the camaraderie of I think I'd put the canoe as my least favorite. Oh. I would say the raft or the kayak, but I like the raft because you're with everyone and you're kind of more partying on the raft.
That's bullshit. I don't like that answer at all. The canoe is by far the best craft to take and the funnest. But if you want to be safe and just not have to worry about anything, rafts will get you down slowly. And of course, you've got your own group of homies that party with the whole time.
I see the bonus of all three, you know.
Well, of course, Tom's going to say the canoe because look at the logo.
That's
right. Not a raft.
Right.
Now, the easiest thing to take down the river, like the most chill, I think is probably a canoe, right?
Yeah.
Like a kayak is the most work, but you're gonna get around more. You know, it's a little easier to maneuver around, but every maneuver you got to be stroking for it, right? Canoes just fly right on down the river. Rafts, man. You can party all day in that raft, but it's going slow as fuck, dude.
And
you are bringing up
the rocks. You all got to get out, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say. It depends on what you want to go. I would say this to anybody going. You know, maybe take the opportunity if you're floating both days and try one of each. Don't do the same and see what you know what I mean. See what you like out there. Because I do think there's an advantage of going in the raft and. Maybe the second day, like you're worn out, so you go in the raft and you don't got to worry about nothing, kind of thing. But yeah, the canoe and the kayak are definitely more maneuverable, and maybe more for the advanced, because some people should be in a raft. Let's be honest.
That's true. Yeah, if you've never been on the water, and there's lots of people that not only have not been on the water before, they don't even know how to swim, but they still come.
Yeah,
raft may be your best selection. I think raft would be prudent at that point, at least for the first time. And then,
remember also through all of this, there's also a huge group of people that say, "Fuck that water too." They just chill at the campground. We got events going on back at the campground every day too, you know. So if you don't want to hit the water, your pasty pale sunlight is just not your friend. You don't like chiggers. You don't like water. You don't like people. You can still hang out.
I know why Tom likes the canoe, because then no one can drink his beer.
Yeah.
See, when you're in that raft, everyone's grabbing out your chest.
Well, almost every year when we dock, somebody either hides my canoe or tries to steal it at some point.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you've got some people that are hell-bent on trying to catch me and dump me in the river, which is easy in a canoe. I mean, you're not going to turn the raft over, ever.
No.
But a canoe, you know, you can get a hold of the front of that thing and flip real quick.
Easy.
So, yeah. So anybody that's thinking about taking a canoe, capsizing is a real possibility on some of these falls. Not that it's going to hurt you. Don't be a pussy about it. Just, you're going to get wet. The water's cold. And you're going to, we will help you as a family. We will help you empty your canoe out and catch all your shit and put it back in there. It's very touching.
All right, so we got a question for Wil E Haze in here. Will
Okay.
you be selling merch at the float, Wil E Haze?
Have you ever not seen me sell merch?
Never not seen that.
I will because of the travel and the accommodations this year are a little bit different for me. I will tell you this, if y'all are looking for merch, first come, first serve, because y'all are doing the merch tent this year again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or a merch section?
Yeah, we'll have a merch tent.
Because I'll probably just be set up in there. I'm not bringing my merch tent. I have to fly in, so I won't be able to bring all of everything this year. So it'll kind of be what comes and what goes. And because you're doing it before the gathering, they'll get first dibs on some of the new merch.
Ooh, crispy.
Yeah. He's throwing down the gauntlet. You better get your shit from Willie before it's gone. So.
Yeah, I'm bringing limited selection out there.
And your stuff is always so cool. I mean, do you design that? Do you have like some chick that you like go to like design this shit? Or are you just that talented?
I am just that talented. No, I'm just kidding. It depends on the design. Like the original Fago Gang design, the Wil E Haze design, that's all done by my buddy Johnny Newbrand. And he's done a lot of work for me, a lot of work for my buddy No Emotion Gold Mask. A lot of the everything else, if anything that you see comes from my head, I crappily sketch it out and I give it to the artist or whoever. But some things I've done myself. The Lord of the Flies was all done by myself. So there's some things that I do and there's some things that I don't do, just depending on what it is.
Right. Very cool. Well, I mean, your stuff is always fresh. And of course, we got HMR is going to be bringing a whole new line of merchandise, and I've got some new graphics and some new
I don't know about that, man. We're kind of broke at the moment, dude. We're kind of putting on the float, dude. So don't be putting words in our mouth.
Listen, Ogre. Marketing advice.
I mean, I come up with an event shirt every year for the float that everybody usually collects. So I've come up with a really cool graphic. I'm not going to unveil it yet. We may save that for a while minutes.
I have mine from last year. I still haven't worn it. It's in my car actually right now. And I'm not.
You left it in your car? That's how much it means to you.
Well, I just brought it over from Vegas the other day. But hold on. Literally, Tom, I'm not lying. Look, this thing is fresh, unworn, unwashed.
Look at that.
Look at
that.
Man.
That is dope.
Got my name on it, man. I don't want to ruin it. That's one of my favorite T-shirts. I've not even worn the damn thing yet. I actually wore it to perform the other night, but I didn't want to get it all sweaty.
Yeah, man. So, dude, I hear about the float all day long, man. So, what's some of the shit you've been doing? I know that Lord of the Flies shit fucking slapped for you, bro. I know that shit been fucking kicking. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
It is. So, I actually just we dropped I say we. There's no we. It's me. It's my multiple personalities, maybe. But I dropped it about a month ago. No, I dropped it about 2 months ago. We dropped the music video. I think we just hit 3,500 views yesterday, all organic, which is nice. And I got some. I'll have some stickers. I'll have a couple I have some Lord of the Flies merch I'll be bringing out to you guys out there. I brought 2 test products the other day, and I sold one of them. I gave the other one out. But you guys will be the first to actually have the Lord of the Flies merch when we get out there. So that'll be cool.
Awesome.
We can circle around back to this after the fact too, man. But just throwing it out there, you can always ship out here to Hatchet Mountain, dude, and we can deliver some merch down there for you too.
I might do that, or I'm figuring that part out. So if I ship, I know I can bring a couple more things, which I'd like to do. But we got the vinyl album out for the EP right now. That's a limited edition. I think I did 100 of them, and then today. It's been out, but today we really starting to push forward with this contest that we're running for Lord of the Flies. What I did was, out of the 100 albums, 50 are for the contest. Mm-hmm. There's 3 prizes, so that gives you a 16.6 chance to win, almost 17. I was close.
That's pretty good odds. Not bad.
And, right, that's what I'm saying. And here's the prize. So you basically you pay for the vinyl, or what you're doing is when you buy the raffle or however you want to look at it, you're getting a free vinyl no matter what. So everybody wins. and then you have a chance of winning a bronze fly. They're like a little, like a 3D fly. I put them on my Facebook today. So if y'all are on Facebook, go look at, I put these 3 flies on a stake. There's a bronze fly, there's a silver fly. They're all solid. And then the grand prize is a 5-gram, 14-karat gold fly. Just in gold alone, it's worth over $250, more or less the design and the art put into it. So yeah, we're running that right now, and I'm gonna be running that till the end of the summer. And
Fuck, I might have to get in on that action, man.
Awesome.
I mean, you can melt the fly down. That's $250 for the $50 entry. You know what I mean? That's not a bad little flip right there. Even the silver fly I think, is worth more than the $50. So yeah.
And I just want to throw this out there for the people that haven't seen Lord of the Flies. I've seen the video that Willie dropped. In my opinion, one of the best video, the best video of
say it, Tom. Say it.
This is the best video of the year. You know, Willie sent this to me right before he put it out, and I watched it, and I was fucking floored with this video. The production value, the music, you know, the whole feel of it was just really creepy. And you know, they went on site to found this church and put this thing together. The special effects in it and the lighting, oh my god, it sets the mood. And I really enjoyed it. So if you have not seen this video, go check it out. It's awesome.
Yeah, we actually shot that video in like May 1st a year ago. I think right before I went on tour with Kung Fu or something like that. We flew down to New Orleans. The next day we drove out to 4 or 5 hours to a ghost town in Mississippi using coordinates, not an address, like coordinates, like longitude, latitude, because it's not incorporated anymore. It's literally a ghost town. No one lived, you know what I mean? Like 1 person, 2 people live there. So we go out there, we find this old ghost town, this cemetery and all this. And a funny quick story is we're in the church shooting at night, and there's all these little fake cameras around the church. And I'm bringing a box. It's nighttime now. We've shot in the cemetery. We're getting the final scenes in the white church, because the other church is in New Orleans with the stained glass windows. And I'm bringing a box, and the box is like the robes and, you know, the sensors and stuff for us to wear, all the props. And we hear this. There's this little doll sitting in the window. The doll's in the very beginning of the video, actually. And you hear this voice, and it goes, "What's in the box?" There's 4 grown adults with goosebumps, freaking out, like, what? And who the fuck just said that to us? Come to find out, what it was there was a camera up in the there was a camera up in the corner, and it's like a preservation society for that church. They wanted to make sure that we weren't going to go in there and like graffiti it up or anything like that. So I explained to them, I was like, no, it's like, after we figured out it was a person on like a Ring camera, I was like, no, it's just props for the music video. I was coming in, thank you.
Oh no, it's okay. She wanted to come out here.
You want to say hi? This is one of the festivals Daddy's going to go perform at. It's called The Flow.
Hey.
We just got done with gymnastics. So, thank you. That's my legacy, not the music. So, yeah, we hear this voice, and it's like, what's in the box? We all freak out. We look, I think it's on camera, or maybe the audio is on camera. I'd have to go back to the footage, but we all kind of freak out, and we're like, what was that? And then the lady's like, you know, we figured, someone said, oh, the camera, and we talked back to it. And then I was like, oh, I lied. I said, oh, we're doing a student film, and these are just props. And yeah, they let us out of there. But that was kind of a scary moment while being out there. That in the cemetery was super, super creepy. I mean, I don't remember, some of the dates on there were like 1800s or something like that.
God.
The stones, I think. So, yeah.
Well, hey, well done. And I hope that you win some awards for that video, because it is.
Thank you. Yeah, I definitely want to. I'm not. You know, one thing I see a lot of artists do is, you know, they'll do something, and you know, they think when they drop something, they think like, okay, that's it, I got it, it's out there. No, that's the beginning, and you gotta, yes, you can. You gotta keep on here, boo. You gotta keep on promoting. You gotta keep on pushing. You gotta keep on going. And I don't plan on doing anything else for the rest of this year, but promoting that album and whatnot. And I think that's how you gotta get it out there.
That's right.
I see so many people put out music and just let it. Hey, we dropped it. There it is.
Yeah.
No, you got to push that.
Yeah, you got to hustle it. And that's
that's my plan.
Me and Ogre, there's never a time that we're not talking about the float, and it's not because we feel like we need to sell it. It's just because we love it, and you know, we believe in it.
That's what you're supposed to do.
When somebody wants to talk to us, the float usually ends up in the conversation at some point just because it's
100%.
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's your passion, or it's your, you know what I mean? Your I can't think of what the other word I'm looking for, but it's a passion. Yeah, as you should. You know what I mean? I don't go a week without talking to one of the homies about music or music videos or film or this or that, because that's what I love to do.
Well, Mr. Haze,
Float.
dude, thank you for fucking coming on and rocking it with us here today, man. Fucking, I know you got your little one, so we're gonna go ahead and let you go and take care
Yeah,
of
I
your
gotta go to
real
open house
business.
now. Now after gymnastics, now I got open house, so it's really it's dad day. But I gave y'all my time that I could. So
Thanks for coming on, brother. We love you.
Yeah, dude,
We'll
much
see you
love,
soon.
bro. 1 month,
No problem.
man. 1
I'm
month.
excited to get out to the float. Believe me, when y'all, I actually, Ogre, I'll holler at you this weekend or next weekend. I got a couple things to ask you about for the float, but yeah,
Absolutely.
y'all don't know how excited I am, and I'm maybe more excited because I don't feel like I'll be worn out from the gathering this year. I'm gonna show up.
That's right.
I'm gonna show up like
Yeah,
dynamite.
everybody's gonna be fresh.
Hey, Tom, have a beer for me. I gotta go.
I will. You got it, Willie.
Much love, brother.
Thanks, brother.
Whoa.
Clown love.
Oh, we didn't get the clown love out. Oh, well.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
Slid in
Shit,
at the
fake
last
bang or don't bang, motherfucker. Shit.
Oh, damn, that's awesome. Oh, why would you bring up this bad memory?
What's this? Oh yeah, Fago gang right there, dude. Those fucking assholes.
No, well, see, that was the mystery last year. It was the culprits that did that to my beloved defender. Tagged it with Fago gang, and I wasn't. I'm like
I
who
feel
would?
like
Willie's not stupid enough to like put Fago gang in there, so I thought immediately he's being framed.
I don't know, but there definitely is a few culprits that I might have in mind on the grounds. You know, we did have a lot of juggalos there, but out of those juggalos, we had some.
Oh yeah,
real
the usual
shady type
suspects.
characters.
The usual suspects were there for us to ID, and and of course, yeah, Willie was the first person that I chased down. I was like, "Fuck you doing to this?" But yeah, he was like, "I have no idea what's going on with that," and he might have had an idea. But
I'm pretty sure his got too, man. I don't know. I was sleeping. All I know is he was outside my cabin, like yelling at me.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? And finally, like somebody came in, like, "Yo, Willie is freaking out." And like I told him where his keys were because I jacked his keys from him on that Defender last year. And yeah, I gave him the keys. I didn't realize what the commotion was about until I walked outside, like seen the giant pile of trash left over. Like, you know.
It's crazy. But anyway, there was no permanent damage, so I wasn't too pissed off. But yeah, there was definitely some co-conspirators in that debauchery. But you know, if it's a Juggalo event, you pretty much, and on the river, you're gonna have some hygiene.
Nothing's safe,
roll
man.
with it.
Nothing's
Roll with
safe.
that shit. It's fine.
Nothing's gonna get ruined, but nothing's safe, man.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah, you can.
I'm surprised somebody's
Bob's camp. That's all I'm saying.
Wrapped in duct tape to a tree, man. Honestly.
Yeah. So yeah, but everybody every year takes care of the campground. And to my point, you know, they can mess with the Defender or, you know, each other's camps, but when it comes to the actual Mini Islands campground, which is gorgeous if you've not been there, and manicured, and it's, you know, so well maintained, and for the entirety of the event, everybody picks up and tries to keep it nice for everybody else, and we just all enjoy it. So yeah, you can fuck around with everybody else's stuff. Just, you know, don't tag the shower house or anything like that. And then again, am I breaking Juggalo laws or rules by telling people please don't do this? Am I actually asking them to do it in code?
No, really, like everybody does take a really good care of the campground, you know, and it even surprises me every year because, you know, we got to get up the next day after everyone leaves, man. We got to get up and clean the whole campground.
right.
tear everything down, get everything packed out of there from the stages to the tents to everything, right? And every last cigarette butt that gets thrown on the ground, we got to pick all that shit
Pick
up,
that shit
right?
up.
But dude, every year, every single year, I'm surprised with how much is already cleaned up. Right, by the time I get moving and get down there, the sun's starting to come up. Dude, everybody's got their campsites nice, cleaned up. You know, the trash is all piled up out by the roads and everything.
Right.
Man, it makes it real easy, dude. And I mean, juggalos, dude, I mean, you know, I see some nasty shit at the gathering, but I feel like half of that's the tourists, you know, just coming through, you know, trashing the joint, bouncing, you know. For the most part, man, juggalos do their part. You know, they'll wild out, get weird and crazy the whole time. But by the end of it, man, they've got everything picked up, cleaned up, looking good, you know. So,
Right. Yep, no doubt.
shit. So, another question from Angel. I think I might be able to answer this one for you though, Tom. Will you be selling art from the Malenko album? Please bring art you did for the Lost and Found. So correct me if I'm wrong here, man, but I'm pretty sure at the float, man, you're gonna see a lot more of the fantasy art out of
Absolutely.
time. Yeah, dude. So the Juggalo stuff, if you really want that, man, hit the gathering. That's probably gonna be the best chance for you to snag it up,
Right.
right?
I mean, there will be plenty of Tom Wood art there, but it's definitely going to be a lot of the more horror themed stuff, dragons, vampires, werewolves, you know, that kind of stuff. That's was my first passion, and so I definitely push that. And then when I do the gathering, it's usually much more heavily themed SCP stuff. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And then outside the float, there's a restaurant called Woods. That's actually the Woods River Bend restaurant. That is a good spot to grub. Great spot to run up and catch some breakfast if you want to head off the grounds anytime. And then every Monday, like so, the after the last day of the float, that morning when everyone heads out, every year everyone heads up there except for me. I stay behind and work, but everybody else heads up to the river bend and they all get breakfast up there. So it's like a huge group and they'll actually cordon off a whole part of the restaurant just for us.
Yeah,
And
it's no coincidence that it's called Woods because it's my mom and dad's restaurant. So yeah, they set a whole section, of the restaurant aside for us, which they call the new room, which is this beautiful log room that overlooks Spring River. It's gorgeous, and they have the best breakfast. So that's a tradition. We do that every year.
as for other restaurants in the area, I'm not too sure. I know there's some spots down in Hardy. You've got a lot more of your regular shit, your Burger King and Pizza Hut, Domino's, all that shit down in Hardy. I think there's a few things up in there, but for a good solid meal, man, the Riverbend restaurant's definitely the closest spot to go to.
Right, and of course they've known Juggalos for 15 years now. So ever since I got into the scene, so you're not going to be looked at crossways when you walk in. They're going to they don't know exactly who you're with, and they'll treat you, wonderfully. So definitely check out Woods River Bend if you get a chance.
Oh shoot, let's see. There was what's up with the potluck? First time, what to bring? What do people like? Dude, really, so the potluck's on the last day. So it's pretty much cook up whatever we got left. Everybody's just grilling up everything they got. Anything questionable, some meat that's sitting soggy in your cooler or something, don't feed that shit to the jugs. Throw that shit away, dude. But any food that you got that's still good that you ain't gonna take home with you, throw it out on the table. Bag of chips, whatever, man. Just whatever, dude. We all just kick in what we can. you know, if anybody is hungry, you know, out there being a struggle, you know, starving out, you know, make sure they got a good meal and shit, you know. That's really all it is, man. So any extra grub you got on the last day, we all just throw that shit up on tables, man. Fucking, you know, everybody fires up their grills. We're all cooking up all our hot dogs and hamburgers and uh you know, usually the vendors and everyone kicks in. You
Right.
know, like everybody kicks in, you know, here's what we got, dude. Fucking grub out, have a good time.
And it's usually a pretty impressive spread. I mean, it went fast last year.
Dude, and you never know when you juggle good. No, don't do gumbo for fuck's sake, Bo. Dude, whatever you do, don't do a fucking gumbo, bro. Now, maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe you're talking like I'm gonna go out on Sunday and go get fresh ingredients, make this badass gumbo the way my grandmammy did. Cool, yeah, I won't stop you, dude. But no, do not show up and make Juggalo gumbo, bro. Please don't. Don't give the homies food poisoning. You know, like some kids might be grubbing on this shit. You know, like, and don't. And if anything is special, make sure you denote that. You know, let motherfuckers know not everybody's trying to cop a free buzz. You know, there's some people out there trying to live straight and everything. There's kids, there's all kind of different people there, you know. So if there's something special, just make sure motherfuckers know it is, right?
Yeah, nice.
You know, it's fine, it's cool. Don't sneak that in on anyone. You know, what's wrong with gumbo? I'm talking fresh fucking homemade Cajun gumbo, bro. Like I said, dude, you want to go get fresh ingredients, do it up right, bro? I will fucking try your gumbo. I love me some gumbo, bro. Jambalaya, all that shit, dude. I used to live down in Slidell, just on North Shore, dude, right across from New Orleans. So I'm about it, man. Just make sure you bring some. Don't fucking food poison us, man. Right? But yeah, no. You want to do some good gumbo? Do it up, dog. Like so.
Yeah, I mean, he can catch crawdads right out of the river if he wants to. If he wants to replace, you know, shrimp with crawfish,
you could.
Fresh, it'd be awesome.
Now, do one of the homies made this big ass fucking what was that? Not a pot roast, but dude, prime rib, dude. There's a Joe that cooked up like massive slabs of prime rib a couple years in a row there, man. That shit was so fucking juicy and fire, so good. You know, like I know lots, dude. A few years ago, dude, he was whipping up some fire ass grub. Oh, the homemade gravy back there it is, dude.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, dude. Yeah. So you know, if you want to get crafty, you actually want to like
Lord, it's so good.
Something.
He's super talented too. So yeah,
if you want to make something fucking fire for the family, fucking show them your culinary skills. By all means, dude, please do, man. We support that shit. Some broken skull. Do I want to try some broken skull?
It sounds tempting.
Elaborate a little more. Maybe is this like a weird sex thing? Because I might have to talk to the lady first. I don't know, dude. But
yeah.
Oh damn, that's crawfish. Oh yeah, Waddy. Oh yeah, dude. You know, there was tale that I tried to bring Waddy out this year. He couldn't make it, family reasons, understandable 100%, but we almost had us some Waddy on the lineup, man. Next year, I think that might have to be a thing. Shit. Better clear that schedule, bro. You got a year heads up. Shit, man.
Oh, yeah. Kelly, bring out your beer. I will drink your beer with you. That's not even an issue. That's not really even a question.
Papa Whore from the UK though, huh? I seen that. Well, you coming out here, Papa Whore? You coming flying all the way from the UK. Shit, man, that'd be dope, bro.
That would be dope.
Yeah, and there's a Ace right there, Ace Smith, dude. That was the ninja with the prime rib, dude. So good, dude. So good, man.
Oh hell yeah, Ace. Bring that prime rib, brother. That stuff was awesome. But yeah,
Uh,
Papa Ward from the UK is did he say that he was coming up? He's going to try to come out. That may be the furthest trip to the float to date. Flying across the pond. For the float.
oh, man, I think that's Scene Loc, bro. I just heard a little birdie shouting at me from the other room. Papa Whore.
Oh yeah, and he's
is
been
Scene
over in
Loc.
England. That's right.
Yeah, he is in
he had his
the UK,
own tour.
dude. Much love there, Scene Loc, dude. I hope, dude.
How's he rebranding
so
to Papa Whore?
Well, dude, because his Facebook all kept getting shut down. He kept getting sucked, bro. Zuckerberg fucked him, dude, hard too. But yeah, man. So the homie Scene Loc right now, man, he down ass floater, been riding with us since No Future Fest, man. We've been on tour with that cat, dude. That's the homie. Fucking, he is in Europe right now, touring in Europe with Green Jello.
Right.
Fucking, this shit is so dope, man. It's so fucking dope, dude. And
We're proud.
yeah, I hope you
We're
have
proud
a
of
fucking blast over there, homie. Dude, tell them fucking European fuckers, dude, come over and float with us, dude. Fucking come out for a weekend and rage it out fucking hillbilly style out here in the US, man.
Angel Pagan says, Tom Wood, I got you a hot sauce challenge board game to try with your beer. I will give it to you at the float for you and your homies to see who has the hottest sauce challenge. So y'all come play the game. Well, actually, Angel, we do have a spice challenge already.
Oh yeah.
Slotted.
So the Juggalo Smarts and Pepper Farts. Now,
Yes.
by all means, bring the game and force Tom to try some hot stuff. That'll be great, man.
No.
But yeah, dude, we do have a event. It's called Juggalo Smarts and Pepper Farts, right? So the homie Gandalf the Green is going to be running that, and dude, last year he put on a damn good show with it. This year, think like a Juggalo Jeopardy, right? Which I think Drew's actually whipping up a promo reel for it. Like, today I seen him messing with it. So you guys will see that coming up. Get the deets and the lowdown on it if you guys missed the episode where we had Gandalf on.
Right.
But should be a good time. Spice eating contest. And then there is one of the homies, Sick Rev, old Rev. He's been bringing hot sauce every year, homemade hot sauce, dude. And I mean, some of this shit is atomic, bro. Like it'll light your ass up, but it tastes good too. Good flavor, heavy burn, So yeah, bring more hot sauce, dude. We're all about it. We got Titan Tamer still on deck. Some homemade sauce for your lips, $10 a bottle. Shit.
That just hurts. What do you want to hurt
Green
yourself?
Jello. Oh, dude, it's delicious, man. It's so good. JK, bring green Jello. We did have green Jello here a couple of years ago, man, and I put money on us having them back, man. Yeah, man. We are viciously broke after last year, so we had to cut our budget quite a bit on a lot of stuff just to survive. Right? We've been in the red every year with this. We've never made money doing this. We're always in the red. So maybe if we break even this year, then we can afford to bring it back out next year, man.
But yeah, even though we've not made money, it's continued to grow, and the support from everybody has been awesome, and the word just keeps spreading how awesome this event is. So it's definitely a labor of love for us. We put so much work in on the onset as far as putting together the website, new logos, gear, merchandise, putting together Ogre, working tirelessly, putting together the event, coordinating it, orchestrating all the artists, their trips in. I mean, it's just so much for nothing. So it's definitely because we're passionate about it. So
I wouldn't say it's for nothing, man. Definitely not anything.
Nothing monetarily.
Yeah, definitely not getting paid off it. But dude, I mean, dude, it's a blast, man, and it's given a lot of dude. We met a lot of new motherfuckers, just cool fucking people. It's really opened up my Juggalo world. And
I've met some great people and had some awesome experiences over the past 5 years of doing the float. I couldn't imagine what it's turned into since 2020.
Yeah, this is number 6 too, man. The 6.
Crazy.
So, after this point, man, I don't think there's any turning back. We're probably just gonna let it ride. We're gonna keep floating, man. But something I can say too, though, man, is this year that there's a chance, like next year might be a whole new vibe, right? So that this is the hardest we've gone on the float this year. It's not the most we put into it because we ain't got it to put into it, but this is the most time, energy, thought that we have put into it so far. We've added a lot more to it, So this year is going to be all the old vibes just maximized, right? Multiplied as much as possible, So if you want to see what this magic is about before it grows to its next size, this is your year, because we're already looking at some other things and some ways to amp this up to where next year it might not feel so intimate anymore. It's still going to be the float and it's going to be bigger and better than ever, just like every year. But there's going to be a point where it gets so big. Like, dude, I can barely even remember all the people that have floated at this point just because of how many there are,
Well, I mean, how many stories have we heard about juggalos talking about the early days of the gathering, how intimate it was, and how they missed those days? Well, that's us right now at the float. So if you want to try to capture some of the stuff that you've heard the OG juggalos talking about, Cave In Rock and the first indoor gathering, which was actually indoors, that kind of stuff. This is your time to be part of that history. So, yeah, buy your fucking tickets and join us because it's a great time. It's a great time every year. And hell, the lineup that you put together this year, Ogre, I put that against any event coming up or any venue that's putting together a show. I mean, you've got so much talent.
It's pretty solid, man. It's pretty solid. Like yeah, man, especially when it comes to the Juggalo world, man, we have got a rocking lineup this year. Dude, I mean, last year was fucking killer too. So is the year, every year, man. Like, it's just, we pack as much talent up there as possible. And we draw on as much of the Juggalo world as possible too. We try to bring people from every direction of the country, every corner, different styles too, man. But it's all underground, man. Oh, yeah, there was the lineup there for a split second.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Anybody watching on their phones, it might be a little tiny to see there, but we do got a pretty stacked lineup for this year.
Yeah. Last week we went through the entire lineup.
Awesome. If you want to catch it, go to the website. Check our social medias. We've got flyers posted. Feel free to print them out, staple them to your mom's fridge. Not a magnet, staple it to her fridge. Slap it on your grandma. well, wherever you can put it, just print these fuckers out, put them everywhere. Let the world know about this shit, dude. The more the merrier, honestly, dude. Like every extra ninja that shows up just makes this. Yeah, yes, Bo Riggs. This is the final lineup. This has been announced. This is we're 1 month out. 1 month out, man. So this is
And
what we've
also,
got going this year.
yeah, go to tomwoodfloat.com and click the artist button, and you can see all the artists that are performing. The one thing that I don't, and I will try to get done tomorrow, is Tierre Diaz, who's coming, who's one of my favorite artists and probably and super nice, the nicest kid, and he's also an actor. He'll be coming this year too, and so I got to get card up for him. Other than that, I think we've got everybody up there on the website.
Yeah. Now there will be some just like every year, there's always some artists that show up and they're hanging out there. Dude, if we catch them out there and we've got there's a little bit of silence on the stage, we wind up with a few minutes, and I fuck you fuck up and you're a rapper, you're an artist, you're a singer, a performer, and I run across you and we've got open stage time, there's a chance I'm gonna throw you on stage anyway.
Real
Right.
good chance.
Every year there's gonna be a surprise performance or two. Every year there's gonna be a couple people who've never performed in their life. And we throw them up there. Here you go. Here's your first chance, dude. Take a shot. Like they get booed off stage or something. That's on them. But I mean, dude, everybody gets a fair shot there, dude. So, and definitely, just because they're not on the lineup, don't mean they're not performing. Big Sherm, cookies and milk. He's so damn stoked. Yes, Big Sherm will be performing this year for his first time at the float, man. So we're stoked to have him and stoked for him to finally be there.
Oh yeah, we're so proud to have him.
Now, when it comes to Big Sherm, to be noted, anybody playing Echo Side, he's got to leave before Echo Side runs. So
yes.
You don't have to worry about Big Sherm being up in the game with you. Yeah.
Damn it.
Shit. Yeah.
He's brutal.
Shit. Hell, man. So, yeah, man, I guess, shit, man.
Is that it?
Plug your stuff a little bit here, man. So anybody that ain't heard, we've got, we've got Tom whipping out banners for everyone for
right.
Flow, for the Camps of the Flow, Camps of the Gathering, for your living room wall. If you want a custom, crispy clean banner, right there, $120.
Those are 10-foot banners for $120. And of course, if I've done artwork for you in the past, like I've done for the Reno Riders and Lost Ninja Clan and Hatchet Mountain, I'll take that art and I can use it to build a banner for you. But if you're wanting, it's $120 for the banner, but if you're wanting, to hit me up and say, do this new, original art piece, it's going to take me 40 hours to do, then I'm going to charge you a little more than $120. I'm just going to warn you right off the bat, but not much more. But, if you want to, keep up with the Joneses and have a Tom Wood banner at your camp, hit me up or hit up Exposure Signs and Marketing. My boy Blake at Exposure Signs is taking all the emails, and he'll write up all your information. And then he'll put you in touch with me, and then you can just visit with me on exactly what we're going to design for you and get you hooked up. We'll either ship it out to you, or I can hold on to it and hand it to you at the float, personally. So, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, man. And then, on our end, man, we finally launched hatchetmountain.com. So if anybody wants to go check out that freshness, hatchetmountain.com. We've got links to some of the artists. There's more coming. We're still building it. So, there's still more coming up. We've got merch live on there. Anybody wants to score some shit. Everything you do score does go straight into fueling this insanity that is everything we put on. Like the artists get their cut for any artist merch that goes out, and almost all the revenue off of album sales goes straight to the artist, right? Fucking other than that, man, any Hatchet Mountain merch you guys buy, that does go straight into the float. Everything else, just keeping this train going. So we do appreciate anybody grabbing up any of that shiz, dude. We much love to you. Now it is always going to be cheaper to catch us at a show. So if anybody, is coming out, going to hit one of our shows, we do travel all over the place. So it's always cheaper at the shows. Just throwing it out there, man, because so the cost online, that's all shipping and everything. So if you want to avoid that, hit your boys at a show.
Very cool. So anyway, we're about 30 minutes over. Is there anything else that we want to try to plug or catch?
All right. So I know you were talking about Memorial Day weekend. You're gonna be doing a float, right? You're gonna go for a little float down the river.
Yeah. I mean, Memorial Day is, it is packed on the river on Memorial Day. It's a huge party. I've got people that I know that's going to be floating that's asked me to come float with them. So I will be on the river.
What day are you floating?
Probably Saturday. That's the craziest. So,
yeah. Saturday, not this Saturday, next Saturday. If you're anywhere within a couple 100 miles of fucking
are you sure Memorial weekend next Saturday?
Not this Saturday, next Saturday. Yes, sir, it is.
God damn. Wow.
Yeah, okay. So anybody that is within the area, it's not going to be a huge juggalo event or nothing by any means. But if you're in the area, you're bored, you want to get out and do something, Saturday, be at Many Islands Campground, be hawking and waiting for wood here. Go hit the river with them.
Right.
And then
anybody on Facebook, hit me up and let me know that you're going to be in the area, that you're going to be floating, and we'll definitely link up and we can go down and have some fun. It's always a great time. So if you guys want to do like a preliminary pre-float float, then this is the time to do it. You'll see the river for the first time after the flood, just like I have. There's probably, there may be some houses, some wrecked, cars, a couple dead bodies, some floating cows. We have no idea what we're going to run into out there. So let's check it out.
Sweet. A lot of metal, from what I hear.
There's not that much metal. Don't scare these people.
Yeah. Shit. But then if you're up north at all, man, so anybody north of KC all the way, so we're going to be in Sioux City, Iowa, Memorial Day weekend. Hatchet Mountain's going to be up there with Big Relic. The homie Dark King's rolling with us. The homie The Ice Giant's going to be there. Mikhail Lawless, fucking dude, Trey Pound's going to be there, man. Sioux City, Iowa. We got Boots Camp.
Ooh.
Right? So, anybody that's up north, Iowa, Nebraska, northern Kansas, southern fucking Minnesota, any of that shit, you guys don't know what to do for Memorial Day weekend, come down and camp out with us. We're going to be there all weekend. The big Juggalo Day is Saturday, but there's an event running the night before, and they promote camping. You pull up, and I think it's a few bucks to camp. All proceeds, 100% of proceeds are going to, I can't read it. It's kind of tiny, but it all goes to a veterans association up in Iowa, right? So it all goes to veterans. There's not anybody pocketing the money or anything here. This awesome. Is all going to charity. So this is going to be a dope ass show.
That's right. Love the veterans.
Shitload of homies on it. I can't even read all their names. There's a buttload there though. So all kind of different music too, man. It ain't just rap. We've got rock. We've got. I'm pretty sure the homie said something about some reggae up there. Even all kind of shit. There's 2 stages. Both of them going all day. There's a stage indoor, stage outdoor. So if you in Iowa, Nebraska, anywhere up in that zone, you guys don't know what you're doing for Labor Day, come through and fucking party with us. We're going to be up there all weekend.
Oh, big news. I don't know if we should share this yet, but I am, as of 2 days ago, I'm an ordained minister. So,
Ooh.
yes, yes, I
Yeah.
know. It's hard to
Yeah.
believe.
So
But,
I still need to pin that down on the schedule here, but yeah, word is we should probably talk to the said party first. But
oh yeah, I'm not
they,
mentioning any names yet,
I
but
think we're gonna have a wedding at the float. There'll be a
yes,
wedding
first
at the
wedding.
float.
It's going to be
So
exciting.
we've had a shitload of float babies. Now we're gonna have a float wedding. So hell, we've had float grandbabies, grandbabies popping out at the float and shit. So
That's true.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. We're gonna sort of make sure that everything's great with everyone before we announce that. But yeah, I'm excited. I've got my minister. I'm an ordained minister now, and I've got my marriage license. So hopefully, everything goes off great. And I know this couple. I've known them for a while, and I'm not going to mention them, but hopefully, you guys will join us for the big wedding at the float this year. So yeah, it's gonna be great.
Now,
And I will be
anybody else,
officiating the ceremony.
anybody else out there that really wants to ruin their fucking lives and just make the dumbest mistake ever, right? At any given moment, me, Tom Wood, and Risk from Titan, if you see any of us, we are all ordained ministers, and we will gladly fuck your life up and sign a marriage certificate for you, right? So you want to tie that knot and just really wreck that relationship. If things are going bad and the only way to save it is a piece of government paper, we got you, dog.
Oh,
We
dude,
got
you're making it sound
you.
so
Get
bad. This is a
wasted,
romantic time in
you
their
meet the
lives.
homegirl, you guys are in love after 6 hours, hit us up. We got you.
That's the time to do it, really.
At
In
the
the honeymoon
gathering,
stage.
at the float, dude, hit us up at the bar, dude. We'll do it out back. Right? Like,
Very cool. But anyway, yeah. So congratulations to the engaged couple, and yeah, we're looking forward to wrapping, getting all the details out for that. But anyway, yeah, I just had to share that. I was so excited because it literally took me about 12 seconds to get ordained. So that was
I
impressive.
told you it was easy as shit,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Like, you want to be ordained minister? You're like, yeah. Okay, you're an ordained minister. I'm like, awesome.
Did you go I am or did you go universal life?
I did I am.
Yeah.
But I did, I went ahead and I splurged a little bit. I went ahead and got the minister's pack. So I'm a little more official. And then I went ahead for the newlywed couple. I went ahead and bought them a leather bound, frame for my first marriage certificate that I'm going to be signing for them. So yeah, it's going to be fancy.
You got them a wedding gift, huh? That's nice, man. I
Yeah.
always make them pay for that shit.
Well, I will from now on. But for my first one, I just thought it would be so cool if I, to hand them something that was, in this cool leather bound, folder that had the marriage certificate and then the papers for the license and all that kind of stuff in there. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I couldn't help myself. And also these people have really stepped up and done some really cool stuff for the float, which I've told you about. So I can't talk too much more about it without sort of outing who they are. So I'll leave it at that.
Shoot. Bo Riggs is ordained as well with the Church of Dudism. Dude, I see we have a man of class, and the dude abides, bro. The dude abides. Shit. Well, shit, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah, we don't really have too much more news at the moment for you. If we tell much more news, we're not going to have anything to talk about next week. So
next week's going to be interesting, though. But before I leave, yeah, next week's I fly out Monday. I've got to go to the World Licensing Expo in Vegas, so I will be in Vegas from Monday to Wednesday. And I'm not sure. I fly back out Thursday. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make it to the broadcast, but if not, you might be able to find me in an airport, wishing him
Hey
well.
man,
So, or wanting to tell
we can
myself.
make it work, man. I'm doing it on the phone right now, Tom. I'm sure you can too. You did it on the red carpet with us a few weeks ago.
I did, but I was having to sneak it in every few minutes. But yeah,
Yeah, well,
hopefully.
we'll see how it works, man. So I will be on the road as well. We'll be on the way up to Iowa for boots camp up in Sioux City. So we should still be running on time. It'll be off site, so we'll make it work, man. But you guys shouldn't tell too much of a difference, other than I'm not sitting in front of these dingy ass fucking sound panels here, man. I'll be out in the cornfield somewhere. So we will probably have another guest come on. We'll have some news for you guys, and whether we can all be in the same spot at the same time or not, man, we'll make it work, dude. We'll be bringing you some flavor.
Right. And next week, if I am able to get on, I'm gonna want to debut my pace car canoe.
Oh.
Yes, I'm doing like this really.
Wait. So now, are you going to debut it just the art, or are you going to debut the?
I'm debuting
canoe?
just the art. Yeah, just the art. I've got to design it, but I'm going to do this badass vinyl wrap on my canoe. Because
all right. So if you debut this art and that canoe ain't done, like, I'm gonna make sure everybody gives you a hard time about it.
No,
Like,
it'll get
look
done.
at that shitty ass rusty.
Worry about it. I got this shit. I have the ability to be able to output the vinyl and apply it myself. And cousin Shannon
I know you do.
is going to help me apply it on there, and it should be an easy application. But I think I've never seen a wrap canoe before, and since it's the float, it's going to be done up. It's going to be kick ass. So hopefully it's it's going to be able to cut through the water better, or hell, it may not. I may be easier to turn over and shit, but
if you put flames on it, it has to go faster. I'm pretty sure
I don't know if I'm gonna put flames on it, but I might. Flame was our theme last year, so I don't know about this year.
Blood, the bloody blood. Oh, yeah, gore that thing out. It's the 6th.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I will show you guys like a mock-up, like a 2-dimensional mock-up of what my badass canoe is going to look like this year, and then you'll have to wait and come to the float, and then when we all get in the water, will be your first chance to actually see this piece of artwork, this masterpiece on water. So anyway, cool. All right, I think that's everything.
Yeah. Well, everybody, thank you for tuning in with us every week, dude. We fucking got love for every one of you, man. Dude, everything, even from dude liking, following on here on Hatchet Mountain, on all the float sites, that always helps, man. Everyone that shows up to the float, we got nothing but love. Everyone that gathers, every ninja that gives us a second of their fucking time, we got nothing but love out there for you guys, man. And yeah, fuck, dude. Tom, much love, bro. And yeah, catch y'all next week.
All right, float, everybody. Get your tickets. We'll see you guys next week.
Float, yeah. I float. Oh, yeah. I float. Oh, yeah. I float. Float. Floaty.